Oh, hello. Welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason, speaking to you here in my basement in the great state of Kansas. And what's this you say? Oh, nothing, just the KU Jayhawk cup I'm drinking here. KU Jayhawks just won the 2022 National Championship college basketball game last night. Very exciting, being a longtime KU Jayhawk fan. Anyway, decided to show that my love and support for that. It's definitely very exciting today. Really high from that game. I was at work, so I wasn't watching it, but I did get to see like the very end of it, and it was very exciting. Couldn't quite yell or cheer because I was at work, but very, very happy to see them win again. I've been a KU Jayhawk fan since probably about 1993. When I was about 10 years old or so, or maybe I was 9, almost 10. My first memory was watching the KU Jayhawks play in the Final Four in 1993, and they lost to North Carolina that year. And that's my first memory really watching KU and seeing us lose and being very sad and disappointed to see us lose in the Final Four. North Carolina went on to win the championship that year against Michigan, and the famous Chris Webber making a timeout when there's no timeouts and getting technical foul and losing the game. Anyway, so that was that year. That's my first kind of memory watching KU with Rex Walters and Adonis Jordan were kind of the big names on the team. And I've been following them since, and been excited. Love watching the NCAA tournament. Always had high hopes for KU. I've had many disappointing seasons watching KU lose and lose again. And, of course, back in 2008, I watched them win the national championship. First one I've got to witness, and it's so exciting to see them win. I mean, it's the reason why you're a sports fan. You're sports fans because it's just something very magical about watching your team win the big one. And I was just, been very happy and almost privileged that I've been a KU fan because KU's had real big success. I've now seen them win 2 championships in my lifetime. They won in 1988 with Danny Manning. I was only 5 years old, or I was 4 years old, so I didn't really get to I didn't watch that or didn't know anything was going on. So I wasn't able to enjoy that one, but it was great. I got to enjoy 2008. Now I got to enjoy yesterday, 2022. So it's a very exciting time to be a Kansas fan right now, or to be in the state of Kansas. A lot of celebrations going on. Been watching YouTube all day and last night and or this morning, and just so proud and happy for the KU Jayhawks. It's really my most passionate team is KU basketball. Close to it is probably Kansas City Chiefs football, and then right behind that it's the Kansas City Royals baseball. Probably the 3 teams I root for the most. And I'm happy to say I've seen all of them win championships. Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl in 2020, and Kansas City Royals won the World Series in 2015. So I'm happy I got to watch all that and got to see my team win. And so, yeah, so it was pretty great day for me. But I wanted to stop and do a video, of course, and talk a little bit about, mention that, how can I not mention, you don't win a championship very often, and so it's so exciting when you do, unless you're like a Patriots fan or something. Then you probably experience it more often than I have, but still, it's just so great to be a fan of a team like KU, who's been around for a long time. Not only that, but we also are the winningest program in college basketball history. Kentucky was number 1, we were number 2, and then Kentucky had the biggest upset in the college basketball tournament, losing to St. Peter's in the first round of the tournament, and a 15 seed. And Kentucky was considered probably somewhat of a favorite to win the whole thing, even though they were 2 seed. A lot of people, myself, thought they had the best team. So I mean, huge loss for them. Great for KU, because then KU was able now to win 6 games in a row. We're now number 1 all time, so that was very exciting. Of course, the inventor of basketball, James Naismith, coached at KU, so we're the only college to say that we had the inventor of the game coach our team, which is pretty significant and unique and historical that no other college can say. So that's why Kansas basketball fans are just very passionate about it, and we just love the fact that we have so much history and that we're like, I consider us the greatest college basketball program of all time because of that. KU's in Lawrence, Kansas, and in Lawrence, Kansas, we also have the 13 original rules of basketball written by James Naismith. So, I mean, that's pretty. I mean, that's the most like historical artifact that we have in basketball, and it's just not too far from me. Like 30-minute drive from me, I can get to Lawrence and get to the Bruce Center, which has the 13 original rules. So that's pretty cool. We can go see what are the 13 original rules for basketball. My favorite sport. I love basketball. Played basketball in school, and been a long-time fan. More than any other sport for sure. Anyway, so a lot of history there with KU. And then you got Fog Allen, who was a historical coach, won a championship in 1952. Great name, Fog Allen. Allen Fieldhouse, where KU plays, is named after Fog Allen, who's sometimes we just call it the Fog. So great. And he was one of the greatest coaches, one of the biggest innovators of the game early on. And he coached KU for a really long time. And he's, I believe, the most winningest coach at KU right now, though Bill Self will eventually get past that here in probably a couple of years, become the most winningest coach here in KU. So that's a really cool history there. Yeah, what can you say about KU? It's just so great to be a KU fan. And I'm so happy I live in the state of Kansas and I get to experience this. Wouldn't trade it for anything, any other state in the world. I love being from Kansas, and I love rooting for my teams. I wouldn't have it any other way. And Bill Self now wins a second championship and becomes one of the best coaches of all time. He's the greatest KU coach, I think. Only KU coach win two, so that puts him into the highest level. I mean, we've had Warren Williams, we've had Larry Brown at our school, so we've had some Hall of Fame coaches at KU, and it seems like once one Hall of Famer leaves, we get another Hall of Famer. So, I mean, we've been very lucky in that. We've had some of the greatest coaches come by our school, and so many great players come in and out, and so many great teams that I think could have won championships, but it's so hard to win one. So you have to really cherish when you win one like this one, 2022. Because you don't know when you're going to win another one. So, yeah, so we're going to be celebrating quite a bit here in Kansas over this win for the next several weeks, I think. Anyway, so very happy. Had to kind of mention that. Big part of my life is the KU basketball anyway. So that's my little video on that. Not much to say or not much you need to comment on, but just very happy and excited here in Kansas. Thank you.